Welcome to the Repugen Podcast, where we transform patient care.
Welcome to another episode of the Repugen Podcast. I'm your host, John, and I'm here with Jennifer.
Hi, everyone. We're so excited to have you with us today. Before we dive in, let's take a look at today's agenda. We've got a packed episode with valuable tips for healthcare practices looking to boost their online reputation.
First, we'll discuss why reputation management matters, how online reviews impact patient trust, search rankings, and practice growth. We'll explore why your reputation is often the first thing potential patients see when looking for healthcare providers.
Then, we'll dive into practical steps on how to get more patient reviews and automate the process, making it simple and effective with tools like Repugen, saving you time and effort while maximizing results.
Next, we'll discuss why negative reviews happen and the service recovery mindset, understanding common patient concerns and how to address them before they escalate into bigger issues.
After that, we'll explore how to respond to negative reviews effectively, focusing on HIPAA-compliant best practices that turn challenges into trust-building opportunities.
We'll also dive into automating service recovery, ensuring that patient concerns are resolved quickly, which boosts patient satisfaction and loyalty in the long run.
Finally, we'll wrap up with the Q&A session, so feel free to jot down any questions along the way, and we'll get to them at the end.
Let's get started.
Let's be honest. Before trying a new restaurant, most of us check the reviews, right? Well, healthcare is no different. According to the Repugen 2025 Patient Review Survey, 73% of patients read reviews before deciding on a healthcare provider.
That's right. In fact, nearly 3 out of 4 potential patients are researching you online before they even consider booking an appointment. This means if you aren't actively managing your online reputation, you could be losing out on a large chunk of potential business. And here's another interesting insight. According to Bright Local's Local Consumer Survey, 42% of people trust online reviews just as much as personal recommendations from friends and family.
Exactly. That's huge, isn't it? So even if you provide excellent care, a weak online presence could mean losing patients before they ever walk through your doors. And remember, people tend to trust online reviews more because they're often perceived as more objective and unbiased than personal word of mouth.
The takeaway? Your online reputation is your practice's first impression. Being proactive in collecting and managing reviews isn't just helpful, it's essential for building trust and attracting new patients. Now, when it comes to choosing a healthcare provider, patients want reassurance. What's the first thing they check?
Reviews.
Exactly. Practices with more recent, positive reviews attract more patients. If a potential patient sees a mix of older reviews or only a handful, they might question the quality of care. But when they see consistent, fresh, and positive feedback, it builds trust and credibility.
This is why having a review generation strategy is so important. It's not just about getting reviews. It's about consistently collecting them over time to keep your reputation strong and credible.
That's right. The goal isn't just to get 1 or 2 glowing reviews, but to build a steady stream of feedback from satisfied patients. Consistency shows that your practice consistently delivers excellent care, which is the most powerful way to build trust. The takeaway? A strong online reputation isn't built overnight, it's built through consistency. The more proactive you are, the more trust you build, and the more patients you attract. It's about long-term effort, not just short-term gains.
So now that we've gone over why online reviews are critical for building trust and attracting new patients, let's look at how to actually get more reviews.
The best way? Just ask. But how you ask and when makes all the difference.
Exactly. The most effective method is a direct ask. Right after a positive interaction, whether it's at checkout, after a successful treatment, or when a patient expresses satisfaction, is the perfect time to request a review.
Think about it. Patients are in a good mood when they're happy with their treatment, and this is the perfect moment to ask them for feedback. Text and email requests work really well because they're simple, direct, and include a link so patients can leave a review in just a few clicks.
And for even easier access, QR codes and website links can be placed in waiting rooms, on appointment cards, or in follow-up emails so patients can scan and review on the spot.
For patients who may not be as tech-savvy, follow-up calls or printed instructions can be a great way to guide them through the process. Sometimes offering a little guidance can make the process feel less intimidating for patients. Now that we've covered how to ask for reviews, let's focus on timing, because when you ask can make all the difference.
Right. The key is to capture feedback while it's still fresh. Right after a patient visit is the best time to ask, when their experience is still top of mind. Patients are more likely to share positive feedback when they're still feeling good about their interaction.
You should also identify peak satisfaction moments. These are the times when patients are most likely to be grateful and responsive after a successful treatment, during a follow-up call, or even through a post-appointment email.
Exactly. And here's where tools like Repugen really shine. Repugen sends patients a text or email shortly after their visit with a link to an NPS survey. This allows them to rate their experience and provide feedback quickly. From there, patients are guided to leave a review on platforms like Google or Facebook, which is one simple click.
The key takeaway: ask at the right time and make the process effortless. With tools like Repugen, you can automate this process and get consistent, timely reviews that build trust and attract more patients. And let's face it, automation saves you time and helps you stay on top of it all.
Let's transition to responding to reviews. Whether they're positive or negative is essential for building trust with your patients and maintaining a strong reputation.
Absolutely. Research from the Bright Local Consumer Review Survey 2024 shows that 88% of consumers are more likely to choose a business that responds to all reviews. Timeliness is also critical. 34% expect a response within 2 to 3 days, and another 22% within a week.
Wow, those numbers are powerful. It just goes to show how important it is to respond to reviews quickly. Patients expect it, and if they don't get it, it can affect their perception of your practice.
The key takeaway here is simple. Acknowledgement and speed matter to your patients. Responding quickly to all reviews, whether positive or negative, helps you build a stronger connection with your patients and potential patients. So when it comes to positive reviews, here's how you can make the most of them.
Express gratitude. Thank the patient for their kind words and for taking the time to share their experience.
Acknowledge specifics. If they highlight something they enjoyed, mention it in your response to show you're paying attention.
Invite further interaction. Encourage them to return or share their experience with others, helping you grow your practice.
The key takeaway: responding promptly and thoughtfully, whether to positive or negative feedback, demonstrates your commitment to patient satisfaction and strengthens trust with both current and potential patients.
Now, let's talk about one of the biggest challenges in reputation management: negative reviews, and how adopting a service recovery mindset can turn these situations into opportunities to build trust.
Negative reviews often stem from common pain points that patients experience. These include feeling rushed or unheard during appointments, frustrations with billing, or poor front desk interactions.
Other issues like excessive waiting times, appointment scheduling difficulties, or even practice accessibility can leave patients dissatisfied and lead them to share their frustrations online.
Understanding these common triggers is the first step in addressing them and preventing future complaints. It's not about avoiding mistakes, it's about how you respond to them. Here's the good news. Negative reviews don't have to hurt your reputation if they're handled the right way.
Exactly. Great service recovery acts as a reputation protector. When patients see that you are putting in effort to address their concerns, it builds trust and loyalty.
The truth is, patients don't expect perfection. They understand mistakes happen. What they expect is a response and resolution. A structured approach to service recovery not only resolves issues, but also turns complaints into opportunities to showcase your commitment to care.
Main takeaway: service recovery starts before a review is even written, by actively addressing concerns and building trust at every step. And that's a wrap. Thanks so much for tuning in today.
We hope you've gained some valuable insights on managing patient reviews, responding to feedback, and the importance of service recovery.
Remember, your online reputation plays a huge role in building trust and attracting new patients.
If you have any more questions, or if you want to learn more about how Repugen can help you manage your reputation, feel free to reach out to us.
Stay tuned for the next episode, and until then, keep building that trust and growing your practice.
Thanks for listening to the Repugen Podcast, your path to better healthcare.